Hey all, welcome back to Taking Tarazona Up. The last match I left you on was a 3-1 victory against Barcelona B, and you can see the great run of form has continued, albeit with a few worrying moments and a few last-minute goals here and there. But in this game, we won 3-2, a deserved victory here. But my goodness, we made it hard for ourselves several times, as you can see. So we conceded a penalty, first of all, going 1-0 down, which is disappointing. That play always seems to score against us. But we got one back relatively quickly. Good sort of pouncing on the rebound there by Iglesias, and he tucks away a penalty. He's always so composed. I've probably jinxed that now, but check this out for sort of capitulating. Bilbao gives the ball away, and we have been experimenting on putting him on a support role as a sweeper keeper, and it gave us a lot in the attack, but it might have been a little bit complicated. But in the 80th minute, Altimira comes up with a long shot, and that sees us win 3-2. In the next game, again we scored 3 goals, but we also conceded so many as well, and some, yeah, not great build up from the back, as you'll probably see with some of the goals. I think every single goal came from a mistake. So there's Bilbao trying to head it clear and leaving an open goal. So that takes them 1-0 up. And then again, we're sort of. No, I think this is a goal for us. I was going to say we conceded, but their poor goalkeeping from them. Iglesias scores a chance there. But they get another goal. We're trying to play it back inside, but we lose the ball and Torres tucks it in. So we're 2-1 down at this moment. But what is good is we come straight back. Dele Vibora gets to the byline, squares it to Romaric. And Iglesias continues his good scoring form from penalties to take us 3-2 up. But then again, some confusion at the back, and they square it to an open goal yet again. I thought the keeper was going to get back. So a very disappointing game, that one, in terms of giving goals away. But what was pleasing is we bounced back in the next match, and this was the Junior Romaric show. I mean, I feel like this whole sort of second half to this entire series has been the Junior Romaric show. But he had a 25-minute hat trick here, which was just fantastic. So some good play on the right-hand side and a really wonderful header off the crossbar. How many times have we seen that? That's after 3 minutes. We kind of pick the ball up on the left wing. It's crossed in, and Carpio strikes it, but Romaric gets a head to it to divert it past the keeper. And look at this for a finish. Great play, Iglesias finding space. A little dink right into the top corner. How's that for a hat-trick goal? Wonderful stuff. We then, I think, let them come back 3-1. Some good play, a really wonderful finish. Disappointing for the keeper to get beaten towards the near post, but it was a great strike. And they get another goal back, which made us panic a little bit. Great chest down to a left-footed strike. We ended up in the last 10 minutes bringing on Zuleta, and look at that for a fantastic finish. Great touch up his feet, and that leads to a strike. And I think we've got one more. Real Sociedad B. They had a player sent off, but it took us until the 94th minute. We had 2.25 XG. I'll just show you the final goal. We went to a kind of diamond midfield at this point and brung on Zuleta alongside Big Junior Romaric, and a bit of pinball in their box, missed header, and Zuleta finishes at the back post. Pleasing to see both of our subs coming on and doing well, getting us the win there. Okay, guys, for the build up with this game, because we're against the league leaders, I'm going to try and take you through some of the tactical decisions I'm thinking. So they play a formation I haven't really come up against too many times. We used to play something similar, albeit with three strikers instead of this kind of triangle they have with the attacking midfielders. And what I'm worried about is this is going to really hamper us playing out from the back, because essentially they have these attacking players all in the central zone, which is what we like to do. So I think I'm going to instruct our keeper to kick it out wide, kick it to the flanks, And we'll monitor how that goes because that's one thing our keeper Bilbao gives us. He's got like 14 or 15 kicking. So that's what I'll play with. And um, they're sort of, yeah, they're packing the defensive zone. So I think I'm more sure about what I'm going to do in terms of build up here. Might take off building up from the back off. Um, I wonder how tall their centre backs are. So yeah, 6'5" centre back with good jumping reach. That's unfortunate. What about their outside centre backs? God, they're on a lot of money compared to us. Poor jumping reach, 6'1", and 6 foot okay jumping reach. Okay, so Romaric's going to have a battle on his hand. What about the pace of the fullbacks? All right, pace here. Acceptable pace there, pretty good pace in fact. So I think it's just the build up we really want to change. So let's just check we have the players that we want. So we're gonna go with Teixeira, even though the only players who haven't been playing that well are our wingers. But I think we persevere with them because they've got such good pace. We will bring off Andrade, but we'll switch that up because he's our main defensive midfielder, but his condition isn't great, just coming back from injury. How long can he play? 75 minutes, that's perfect. And Leon is coming back as well, so we will take off Delgado. But I think that's what we're going to go with. So let's have a look at the tactical instructions there. So we want to stay positive, and it's the transition. So let's say take long kicks and distribute to the flanks where hopefully our people will be free. So we're going to take off, slow the pace down, and in fact we are going to play out from the defense. Um, is that a good idea? I'm really considering this. Yeah, I think we're going to take advantage of our keeper. Just hopefully he can kick out to the flanks, which will be good. And then we've got the short passing on, so we'll go from there really. And I think the only other thing I want to do is change this guy into an inverted winger on support. He's been training really well, showing good improvement. And I think, yeah, that's what we want to go with, isn't it, really? No one's on kind of like massive injury risk. One thing to note is De La Bora, we're trying to tie down to another contract with a slightly higher release clause. In Spain, you have to have a release clause in every contract. So we will go with that. And if we need to change it on the fly, we will. I wonder if we set up any particular opposition instructions for those narrow. We don't want our. Yeah, it's going to be 2 against 1 in that area. So I'll keep monitoring the match engine, but I might need Carpio to sort of come a bit deeper and support there. So this is a top of the table clash, but also they are a much better team in theory than us. So it's important we make full use. So happy with that, and it will say "Make me proud." And yeah, we'll go. Oh, they've got a Riedewald, a former Premier League player. So we are kind of up against it. Let's just monitor our build up and see how we go. So if we pause the game here, so those are their wing backs. So how many defenders are occupied there? So this is our DM. So he's kind of free. And then, yeah, so these guys are always going to be free on the wing. So what I could do is I could instruct our wingers to come back and mark them, but I almost want them to cheat. We'll monitor that. I almost want them to cheat upfield now that we're going slightly more, well, not more direct, but building up slightly less. So they pick up a throw back in their fullback zone. So again, this is a build-up phase for them, and they don't have too much of an overload. They've got lots of players in the center though. They win the header, but it's over. Yeah, this is going to be a puzzling one actually. This is going to be a challenge. They're able to build up from the back really well. And again, look at that overload. It's going to happen every time. Worried about that. Deliverbora putting the player off just enough. Yeah, that's not even working from a build-up perspective, is it? Because their wing backs are actually pushing quite far forward. So I think I'm going to scrap that after this. Oh, and it's a good header. Yeah, it's not working at all, is it, guys? Let's change that and just go back to what we usually do. So we want to build up, and we want our keeper to slow the pace down and roll it out to the centre backs and go from there. And we are going to have to ask our wingers to come back and help because we're just being overloaded in that zone. How do we do that? Do we click on them? Yes, so the right winger will mark the left wing back, and this guy is going to have to come back and mark the right wing back. And we're just going to have to go with that. Disappointed our centre backs got outbeat there. Look at that stupid celebration. Disappointed our centre backs got beaten in the air because that's one of their strengths, really. But yeah, massive overload. I mean, we played this formation for a while, so we know kind of what it's all about. Can we win this? No, it's still. Oh, and it's a good finish. 2-0 down after 6 minutes. Goodness me. I think we're going to have to shout some encouragement to the boys to try and get them to fix up. But it's a kind of low XG chance, but it's a good finish. Here we go. Let's hope we get some attacking output now. Vietes out wide. It's a decent cross to Shero with good jumping reach. Delevibora with this one finishing. Strikes it at the defender. Maybe I should have gone with like a 4-5-1 just so our wide midfielders are a bit deeper. I don't know. Romaric with a header away. Altamira. Oh, it loses out again. Oh, and it's really good play by them. 3-0 down after 20 minutes. This is an insight of what we could meet next year if we get promoted and what kind of formations might work. Just don't want to see our heads go down like they did last season. Good tackle from Altamira. And we get it out. Come on, Teixeira on the break. He's got pace and dribbling. Turns back and we get some possession. Moreno, Delevibora. And we're dispossessed again. It comes to nothing. Here we go. We've retained the ball. Romaric in a good position. Really retains the ball well. Delevibora, Teixeira, Romaric. And it's hit the post. Great save from the keeper, but that's the difference. Got to take those chances. Poor header from Tompkinson, but we do pick it up. And it's into Romaric. We're building up fairly well now. It's just a shame we're 3-0 down. It's a good tackle and they win the ball again. Disappointing. Come on, Delevabora, get there and don't give the ball away so easily. There we go. We're building up well. It's a good punt from the keeper. Come on, it's got to go in, and it does from Iglesias. Come on, let's show some resilience here. Great goal. So Babao is kind of going direct when he chooses to, and that's what Romaric offers us. I thought that was a penalty, to be honest, but great finish. Getting a foothold in the game now. We really would love to see a goal before half time, but we've got to find that balance, haven't we, really? So we're doing much, much better. I mean, look at their XG, point 0.6, and they've got 3 goals. That's just outrageous. So we'll try and... This is a tough one, because last season I was too harsh. They're already looking quite motivated. I want a much better display in the second half, and it's the midfielders and attackers who I have faith in. So we've got to hold the context that we're against a good side, and really our job is to try and do better against all the other opponents in the league, because it's always going to be a tough challenge when we play a team like this. We've got an early highlight. I don't know whether it's the standard kickoff one. Yeah, it is. Look at that. We just give it away. Oh no, but yeah. I was going to say we picked it up, but so 50 minutes in, nothing much. So we'll go more attacking and let's bring off Altimira for Leon, and we'll swap Carpio. So we have a bit more of an attacking midfield. Take him off, take fewer risks. So he uses his passing. We'll bring on Aresso in the wide position. And Deliver is not having the best of games after I've just given him a new contract. So plenty of time left, and they all look pretty inspired by that. We're going to get anything from this. We are going to pick up the ball. Sito, man with fresh legs. What can he do? Drives down the left, turns back and keeps possession well. He gets the ball. Really good off the ball run. Is it going to go in? It is. Romaric with the header. And it's over. Important header one there, but it's straight back to them. Are we going to intercept this? We are with Aresso. Oh, it's a really poor ball to Romaric. That was a big chance. Tompkinson, and it's back. We retain possession all the way back to the keeper. It's an interesting kick. Again, can we win a header? Probably too many people going from the same ball there. That was a bit disappointing. We'll leave that space, and no one's there to cover. But it's a poor finish. Oh, here we go. If this goes in, we've got some good momentum. Moreno with a header, and the keeper saves it really easily. Come on, defenders, get back. We don't want to lose a goal from something over the top. Our fullback composed play there as it goes back to our keeper. Yeah, maybe we were silly to go away from our really impressive build-up play, but Romaric's driving through the middle. And Iglesias, can he find him in the middle? Sensible play. It's back to Leon. And it's an interesting strike. Okay, so we will bring Teixeira off for Main. He's going to go to an inside forward on support. And this is the second out of our stoppages. Plenty of time left. Oh man, I have a few regrets about this game. Maybe I should have just not changed anything, but I really thought that was an opportunity in build-up. It seems like they have very attacking wing backs. Here we go. We pick it up. Marin's got some fresh legs and energy. It's a ball in. Romaric was too far away from goal. Got to head it down to someone in that position, really. Another corner. Moreno. We'll win possession again. Iglesias in a lot of space, but it gives the ball away. But they give it straight back. Sito. drives wide with the ball, gets to the byline, whips it in to no one. He's going to pick it up again inside the box. Big chance here. Romaric, and it's wide. We're not out of place here, but we conceded a flurry of goals, and we're trying to recover, aren't we? Moreno to Romaric. Keeps the ball. It's a good ball from Leon into space for Iglesias. Can we get anyone in the box? Arreso. Marin, and it's a goal. So we're going very attacking now. And yeah, I don't think we need to change too much apart from that. Maybe speed it up a little bit, distribute quickly this time. And I think we're gonna bring on. So are we? No, we need Iglesias for the play. So Carpio's tired, so we'll bring him off for Zuleta. Zuleta is gonna be a poacher now on attack, and Iglesias, we'll keep him as a Mazzala. And we're gonna have to go all out attack and wing back support. And yeah, that's all we can really do. Trust you to make an impact, Isaac. He's done it so many times before. But I mean, I keep saying it in every video, but I'm just pleased with how much more resilience we've showed this season. We would have capitulated and conceded 6 or 7 last season, but we've kept going. And it's really good movement from Marin. I think that's where he gives us a bit more than Teixeira. He is more of a true inside forward. Whereas I think Teixeira's probably the better overall player. I just wish he was a right winger instead of a left winger. So another highlight instantly. This is interesting. Do you know what I think we will do? Is we'll press like crazy. Whereas the pressing out of possession, silly me, like that. That's what we'll do. Oh, here we go. Oh, great play. Romaric, that's got to go square. Oh, Marion picks it up. No, he doesn't. That was a big chance. Marin causing problems with his dribbling and pace, but Sito's there. He crosses it in. It's a decent cross. But they're on the counter attack now. And he's got the pace to get all the way through. It's a poor finish. That's what we've got to be wary of. Come on, guys. Can we pick this up? We do. It's a great header, but a really poor ball. That was a big chance to counter attack then. Oh, we get it again. Come on, this has to be a goal. Why aren't you running into the box? Oh, it's like that could have been an easy square ball to Zueleta if he kept up with play, for goodness sake. That's really annoying. We're throwing everything at it now. Maybe I just should have gone 4-4-2. But they are wasting time. You can see they're taking an age to take this throw, but that was a big chance. But we're pressing like crazy, and it's a headed goal. I mean, I swear this guy's on like 9 or 10 grand a week, so he better be scoring enough goals, but that's just me being salty, isn't it? Can't bear to watch that. Look at that XG. We deserved something from this game. We really did. It's not over yet, though. We've scored 2 goals in added time before. Lots of people in the box. Ah, good save. It's our defending that's let us down, hasn't it? I hope that comes up as a kind of option on the team talk. As we build up here again, it's probably the last chance. Iglesias causing an overload, and Romaric's through. Can he square it? No, we've had the chances, man. We've had the chances. And there's another ball. Romaric, is he going to play it wide? Continues the run, and Iglesias is there. Arreso is going to drive to the byline. Lots in the box, but it's not a great cross. Leon's done really well. He always does well when he comes on, to be fair. Two players with Gucci headbands. Interesting ball out wide. They got nowhere to go. Marin almost nicks it off him. But they do manage to get out. It's nice to see Romarik with a strike partner, though. He often lacks that and just has to do it all himself. Situ getting back well. But look at the space. Like, Romarik's just completely open. Oh, so disappointed. Not a terrible performance. What are we going to say to the lads? Uh, there we go. Okay, so we found a good balance. We said, look, guys, the numbers are there. We have to do better, and everyone seems like positive, even though we've not come away with any points. So it looks like I've learned something. Let's look at the league table then. It's particularly disappointing because in the Spanish leagues it goes on head to head. So you can see that puts us 2 points ahead. But I think, in all honesty, um, we are targeting one of the top playoff places, and we'll go from there. So yeah, thanks for tuning in, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.